Before we get to your scheduled video, please remember that likes and comments tell YouTube to promote our work to other people, and subscribing to the channel tells you when something new drops. You can also head to the link tree in the description to peruse my books, join us on Discord, or support us on Patreon. You can get episodes of Journey of Wrestling and Violent Profiles early, as well as a load of other treats. Even just $1 a month earns you a name drop for being cool. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the show. Greetings and salutations, fellow denizens of Milkshake Land. It is I, Eric J. Chucky, joined as always by the boy.
Hey.
You know who's cool?
Guy from Ohio.
He sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. Also, Rob.
Rob is classically, legendarily cool.
And Passion Killer 711.
Also extremely, extraordinarily cool.
So, two nerds don't go to the movies.
We sure don't.
So, instead, we read Wikipedia articles about the movies to determine why we didn't go to the movies.
You may be noticing and enjoying our new setup with the film strips. I'm a little bit heated because as I opened Wikipedia and arrived at this location, there was a little bar up here. You can see my mouse. That said, we've changed the way this article looks for your benefit. And no, actually, it fucking isn't to my benefit. Now I got this whole ass gray space over here that just a little bit ago I planned for. And you know what? I went through and I resized everything to make it look good. I was like, I guess this is just how the new Wikipedia is. Lo and behold, it is not. Well, now it is.
You caught the mid-rollout.
I guess I did catch a mid-rollout because I went over here where we are to September, October. Let's look at the first movie here.
This looks like it's mobile.
No, okay, this one. This one is still the regular version. The old version. So
I don't like that it's been mobiled.
I don't hate it. It's just like, why is this empty negative space? What is the point?
People who design websites love big empty blocks of negative space, man.
Why?
They love minimalism and big empty blocks of negative space and maybe one single image in the center of the screen.
I blame the Apple Store.
You should. It's
like
their
the physical
fault.
ones, not
Yes.
the.
No, it's their fault.
Right. Anyway, give me a rotating GIF background of a maze. That's what I want.
As I understand it, you want the internet in Japan.
Give me mesh chainmail sort of thing in front of fire. Give me Sasha Banks' hair.
As like a wave background.
Yeah.
Like animation.
Yeah, and I want a MIDI to play the second I load up Wikipedia. It's a MIDI version of Smash Mouth. Anyway, this is the show we do. So we're going to do it now. We're doing September and October of 2022. How does that make you feel?
Old.
Why?
Because it's 2023 and I'm alive.
Any minute now we get Mega Man, though. Like, we're in the XDXs, so.
Yeah. That's in the year 2000X. All right. We all hear it. Okay.
Anyway, this first movie is Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul.
No, thank you.
No, actually, I think... Was this the cynical one? I can't tell.
Yeah, there's some sort of scandal. This is one of... apparently it's about a big... like televangelist, and then there's a scandal, and it's a comedy, so presumably it's incredibly fucking cynical.
Or it's not. If it's cynical, I would watch this. If it's not, I don't. That's not for me. I'm pretty sure I saw a trailer for it, though, and it was what I wanted. I don't want the film's tone to be cynical. I want it to be cynical about...
Right.
Gigi and Nate...
Well, I hope that the guy is Gigi.
God, same. Based on a true story.
I want a man named Gigi and his pal Nate the monkey and their adventures.
Now that you've said that, I'm reading this plot summary, and I keep just replacing Nate with the monkey. And I'm like, oh no, the monkey tries to commit suicide.
Oh, no. Whoa, hold on.
I have no feelings about this. I don't think I would watch it, but I'm happy for early season Ross. So that's a Friends joke.
Been watching a lot of Friends recently.
I'm trying to finish. Oh, this one's the different.
Oh, we're back to this terrible format.
When they're all the different, I will fix it. This little gray, this nonsense here will be gone. Just fucking gone.
For now, we're
because I can't just like block it, right? I can't just block it out because then we fucking load up Gigi and Nate, and you don't get to see the beauty that is Nate the monkey or Gigi the human. Motherfucker.
Anyway, this has fucking old ass Bruce Willis in it, so I'm not terribly interested.
It's called Wire Room. Premise. See, I like this premise.
Yeah, not plot, premise. I like that.
While on wire room duty, a high-tech command center surveilling the most dangerous criminals, a federal agent listens in as the target is attacked in his home by a hit squad. Without burning the wire, he must protect the investigation and the target's life from the confines of a room 50 miles away. That sounds boring.
That sounds like the premise of, like...
an episode of, like, NCIS.
Or a full-motion video game.
Well, hold on a second. 97 minutes? It's an episode and a half of NCIS, so what the fuck does it matter?
That's an FMV game, man.
97 minutes, actually, without commercials, it's just a two-parter. Oh, Wire Room. I'm not going to watch you.
Nope.
One Way, that's an interesting poster. Action crime thriller, starring Colson Baker and Kevin Bacon and Travis Fimmel. I remember him from Harry Potter.
Who was he in Harry Potter?
Isn't he like a researcher who...
Oh, I see.
Freddy is on the run with a bag full of cash after a robbery of his crime boss.
So, Machine Gun Kelly...
After a robbery of his crime boss.
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly here steals from his crime boss, has a big bag of cash, and he gets on a bus, and there's a girl on the bus.
A dirty bus.
A dirty bus. Specifically, it's very important that the bus is filthy, disgusting, covered in slime. Okay.
Got Drea De Matteo, that's cool.
I mean, it's a cool name. I'm sure Kevin Bacon is the crime boss. I don't know that I buy Kevin Bacon as a crime boss.
Female crime queenpin, actually. I think Drea De Matteo is a crime boss.
Oh,
he's also...
there are many bosses.
There's lots of crime bosses.
This is, you know, like, crime boss showdown.
I don't...
Undercover crime boss.
I don't know that I would... I would watch that.
Undercover crime boss?
I would absolutely.
Fuck yes, bro.
Especially because he just keeps killing his subordinates who are being mouthy about it. God, make me that HBO miniseries. It doesn't need more than a season.
Second season's a different crime boss.
I don't know. I think it runs thin immediately. But, I would watch this if I came across it. Like, if I still had cable and I turned on the cable and this movie was playing, I would watch this movie.
Possibly. For me, it would depend entirely on when I saw it, how dirty is the bus.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this dirty bus. Really, really excited about this bus. Colson Baker is actually Machine Gun Kelly. I did not know he had a real name. I figured his parents named him Machine Gun.
I was joking because look at the poster.
Well, no, it does look like him, and I'm like, is that actually him? Is that his real name? Yes, it is.
Okay, I was joking because I was like that. I thought this human bears a resemblance to MGK. Turns out, no, it just literally is him. This movie's now more interesting because I don't know if he can act.
MGK just pulled the "of course I know him, he's me" on you.
Yeah. I don't know if he can act, and I really want to find out.
Happily Ever After is... Jesus Christ, why would you do this? After Ever Happy, in some countries released as After Ever After or After Forever...
I guess you really don't want anyone to ever see your movie.
After Ever Happy. Based on a novel by Anna Todd. Blah, blah, blah. Series. It's in London.
This is The Fault in Our Stars.
Oh, is it? I thought they died.
No, I mean, like, it's not literally The Fault in Our Stars, but it is spiritually The Fault in Our Stars. This is replaceable fucking young adult fiction adaptation movie.
This is amazing because I if they weren't links, if they were not hyperlinked, I would not be able to tell you which one of these was the real person's name and which one of these is the character name for most of these.
You know what? I'm going to be honest
Stephen
with you.
Moyer, so that one's okay.
You know, I'm gonna look at the second billing here.
I know.
I would have assumed it was the other way around.
Right? Hardin Scott sounds like a
Hardin
regular
Scott,
name.
actor.
Hero finds Tiffin.
That's a fictional character.
That sounds
That's
like a
fake.
headline from a newspaper.
As in, like, it's fens being a verb.
Oh, yeah.
Hero fens Tiffin.
Yeah. Chance Perdomo as Landon Gibson. These are great. These are great names.
Yeah, I again probably would have assumed it was the other way around.
Mira Sorvino, ridiculous. Who's ever heard of a name like that? Anyway, I don't think I care. This is...
No, it is conceptually The Fault in Our Stars. I like Hank Green, but I
feel like that was the other Green.
it was.
Thank Green or whatever.
John Green. That's
Shank
it.
Green.
I like him fine as a YouTuber. I do not care for his fiction.
I think this is like drama. Because there's
so
like
is
a
that one.
biological father revealed and people are drunk and storming into the house and setting places on fire. This is like trash drama.
More happens. Okay.
Yeah, but
I still don't want to watch
even
it,
less
but at
wanna
least
watch
more
it.
happens.
Yeah. Pinocchio.
Which of the 9 versions?
This is Robert Zemeckis. This is a Disney one.
This is the Zemeckis one.
I saw about 30 seconds of this that my mom thought was neat.
There are like 9 fucking Pinocchios.
She said this was okay.
That were released last year now. So
I still think the
Pauly Shore one is the worst. I don't think anyone's disputing that.
I don't think the Guillermo del Toro one is out yet.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Why? I don't know why suddenly 28 Pinocchios.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's probably Pinocchio again. My mom said it was fine.
It's Pinocchio.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't know
okay.
what you
I've
want
seen
from
it.
Pinocchio.
Barbarian.
Barbarian.
Now that's a cool name.
It's a horror film.
Okay.
Full of people I don't know, and Bill Skarsgård and Justin Long.
Oh. Well, Bill Skarsgård and Justin Long, that's 2 names I know.
Yeah.
I wish I knew more about the plot without giving spoilers. That would be great.
I don't really care. Tess Marshall arrives at a rental house that's double booked for an interview. It's kind of creepy. Doesn't want to be told to stay near the house.
Now, see, if your horror movie's called Barbarian, I feel like you owe it to the horror movie for there to be a barbarian. And I feel like there's not.
Oh, okay, here we go. The plot sees a woman find out the rental house she reserved has been accidentally double booked with a man while not knowing of a dark secret within the dwelling. I don't know what fucking ESL people have started editing Wikipedia, but Jesus Christ. Is this just how we talk now?
It's not how I talk. I talk like a moron.
I'm not like, if this weren't Wikipedia, I suppose that's where I'm coming from.
You hold Wikipedia.
This
to
is
a
like the
certain
new
standard.
level of truthiness.
You gotta donate more.
I do. I've actually given them money. I don't know. It seemed like it was okay. The poster looked cooler than the movie.
The poster looked cool. Name was cool. Premise.
I'd have to watch a trailer, I think.
The premise failed to grab.
Because if it nails the tone of like a good suspense thriller, which is what it sounded like more than a horror movie, sure. End of the Road with Queen Latifah, Chris Bridges, and a bunch of other people. It's a Netflix movie.
Hold on. Okay, it's
sort of a crime thriller.
It's Joyride, I guess, mixed with the premise here seems to be that her family is on a cross-country road trip, and then there are rednecks.
That's terrible.
I mean,
given the cast of this movie,
yeah,
they're in serious danger.
So, I mean, that's the premise.
This is Wrong Turn, but like not even making it about mutants.
Yeah, this is basic. Well, I mean, it is about rednecks, so sort of. Hey, I'm from the South. I'm allowed.
You know, actually, I had a thought earlier, and it was a little mean to juggalos, but the thought was never date somebody ICP would write a song about. And my original thought was that, like, you know, someone they would negatively write a song about, that's pretty good. Someone who's too rich for their own good or is, you know, racist or whatever.
Right.
And then I thought about, well, they write a lot of songs about their fans, and my brain went, well... So I guess if you find yourself starting to date somebody who ICP would write a song about, stop and think for a minute. Just assess the situation.
Evaluate. But yeah, okay. I mean, like that's a perfectly cromulent.
Yeah, it might be good. Oh man, this one doesn't have a fucking page. Well, let's get to Lifemark first. Oh, I hate
Pass.
Oh yeah.
Just pass.
Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron, Christian drama. I saw the poster and immediately
went.
went.
His name is Kevin Peoples.
Of course,
you don't keep a name like that.
Lord Almighty.
That's what it's about.
Yes, I know.
I don't know what Flight/Risk is.
Flight Risk. It's probably about a guy on parole.
Okay, we're gonna go to IMDb.
We rarely do that.
I don't think we ever have.
Abruptly bald man.
Lex Luthor. Everyday people find themselves in the midst of a global tragedy when two Boeing 737 MAX planes crash in 2018 and 2019. Told through the perspective of affected family members, their legal teams, and whistleblowers. Is this real?
So it's just
documentary.
A movie. It's a documentary about planes crashing.
And money flying into the engine. That would crash your plane.
That would, I'm gonna bet, yeah.
Yeah, well, don't do that.
So it lose you all that money.
Fucking Clerks 3.
This is fucking
You
sad.
may notice this is already purple, as I read this plot summary.
This is sad. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, listener. I was a humongous Kevin Smith fan.
I was a pretty big Kevin Smith fan.
I listened to all his podcasts. I'd watched all his movies. And something happened. And
I can help you out with that. That's what happened.
Yeah, pretty much. He came back different, and it's... The Clerks movies have always been not biographical, but like thematically biographical. And if that's the case for this movie, it's really fucking sad.
Yeah, that's why we didn't see this one. I also just haven't enjoyed what Kevin Smith has put out since Red State, I think.
Red State is a fucking phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
Red State is one of the better movies I've ever seen in my entire life. It's really good.
I liked Tusk conceptually, but then he actually made it, and I went, that was bad.
The Walrus and the Carpenter was a fun podcast to listen to, but it really... know when the bit isn't...
It's like if your friend said something like, oh man, wouldn't it be funny if we made like a giant 2-story fursuit? And they're like, yes. And then they immediately get started on it, and like they're buying foam
for,
and
like,
shaping
years.
it. And like you keep coming in the room while they're working, and you're like, this was just a bit, man. I don't... Please stop.
But they do it, and they make the fursuit, and it's exactly what the initial idea was.
Right down to the fucking mayonnaise cannon. The Woman King is... it looks kind of cool.
It is a movie about a group of female warriors led by Viola Davis. I believe she's playing the lead. They... I forget the actual plot of the movie. I know a little bit about the actual group of people. I don't know that they cover the fact that these people were slavers. I feel like that probably doesn't make it into the movie.
No, they are liberators, actually.
Yeah, they weren't. They weren't, though.
Well, I'm sure it's cool.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Maybe not historically true. Kind of like the Queen biography.
I mean, like, they gotta be. That's a great premise.
Sure. See How They Run. Sam Rockwell, hey, that's good. Adrian Brody, we found out he's fine. I don't know any of these other people, but that's okay. I don't have to.
Comedy mystery. Now this sounds more interesting.
Yeah, it does.
So it literally name drops Agatha Christie, Stephen King in the fucking Alan Wake style. It's like the first word in the plot, so I think we get an idea of the vibe.
Yeah, that sounds kind of fun. I wish they had more of a synopsis, but I think this one is viable to add to the list.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a fun watch.
Yeah. See How They Run. Cool. It's the first list on this podcast. We move next to Blonde.
I mean, I guess probably, yeah. biographical film. So
about
who's in?
Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm.
That is either a boring or a sad story, depending on where you're at in the story. So,
Ana de Armas as Marilyn Monroe, though, that's pretty good. I'm not super into her. Like, she was great. Don't get me wrong.
like Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, and I think she's actually underrated by the vast majority of the public in present day.
In terms of, like, talent.
Yes, absolutely. Because she kind of did this weird thing where we had this big burst of people going, oh no, she was more than a sex symbol. She was funny, she was smart, she did this. And then people stopped talking about it and it dipped back into, wasn't she just a weird sex symbol from old people times?
Well, I mean, it's a the reassertion of the status quo.
Sure, exactly.
She has so much narrative, social weight behind that image that you're gonna have a hard time diverting it.
Right.
Like you're gonna have a hard time diverting the image of like Al Capone. No matter how many times people talk about what a weird syphilis-ridden kind of nerd he was. That's not the image people have. People have an image of a big swaggering fucking dude in a pinstripe suit.
A local pizza place sent me a coupon for his birthday.
But like, so it's not. It doesn't burst through.
Right.
The trope is stronger than the person.
That said, I would rather watch a Marilyn Monroe film than watch a film about Marilyn Monroe. You know, and I suggest that to you as well out there, viewer, listener, viewster,
Viewsinner,
viewmaster,
Viewsinex.
Oh, okay, but it opened the right page. Never mind. Pearl. I've heard about this. This is a sequel to X, which is that on our list? No, it might have come out in a period we didn't cover. Or maybe we just weren't interested. I'm not sure. It's a prequel. It was filmed at the same time of this horror movie X. That's kind of an origin story. It works really well paired with the original. I watched a review of it. It's just a woman going mad in 1918.
Neat. I'm not sure why we weren't interested in the other one. Can you click on it?
Sure.
Because it clearly didn't make the cut.
A slasher film with Mia Goth, Jenna Ortega, Brittany Snow.
Interesting. This is set in the 70s.
Yes.
And the prequel's in 1918.
Well, she's like a ghost or something.
Right. Okay, I can see why that other one sounds more interesting. Because I assume she's the ghost in this one.
Yeah, I think she like possesses somebody here or something.
That's an interesting idea for a prequel, honestly.
Yeah, just making them all in a row like that.
Making it all at once and like release the movie, then release the movie about the prequel. That's interesting. I don't hate that premise. That makes me want to watch this more.
You want me to write both of them down?
Yeah, screw it. Yeah, why not?
We don't watch a lot of horror movies anymore. So like we've got most of our backlog on this list is actually horror movies for the most part.
Well, because they all sound interesting, but
yeah.
just do revenge. I mean, that's just an instruction.
It's a good instruction. It's got Sarah Michelle Gellar in it.
Okay, yeah.
Sarah Michelle.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch says do revenge.
I'm trolled. It's loosely inspired by
I'm
Alfred
really happy.
Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train.
I'm so glad that worked.
This looks like the plot of that movie I saw where everybody is talking over Skype and Ghost kills them.
What is that? Unfriended?
Yeah, that was bad, but I liked it. Just
I
really
mean,
interestingly filmed.
I don't care about this premise.
Yeah, I'm okay. Well, it'd probably be fine.
Yeah, again, it's probably alright. It's just meh.
It sounds a little convoluted, though. I'm okay. The Silent Twins, that's an unsettling poster. Biographical drama about twin sisters who were institutionalized following years of silence and teenage rebellion.
I actually know about these sisters. I don't remember where I pulled this information in. Probably some podcast I've listened to over the years, but I've heard of this before. And it can't be from the movie. It's a new movie. That's very interesting.
It sounds a little depressing, for me.
I mean, yeah, probably. It's really depressing.
Like, an over-serious, I don't know. But, like, I feel like somebody could watch this and really get something out of it. That heater you never hear is about to kick on, view listener, viewmaster. Confess Fletch.
We're making new Fletch movies? Why?
With John Hamm. Oh, and Kyle MacLachlan.
But why would we make another Fletch movie, though?
This... I'm going to guess because John Hamm wanted to make a Fletch movie.
Okay, I mean, you live your truth, King. Out.
No one's really sure. They were going to make another one, and it got stuck in development hell, and we finally got there.
I mean, it's got decent reviews. I'm sure it's fine.
I haven't seen the first two.
Don't.
I know, I'm not actually a huge fan of Chevy Chase. Moon Age Daydream.
However, this looks like it could be real cool.
I'm surprised I didn't hear about this.
Was a documentary about
David
Bowie,
Bowie,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, all right.
Oh, it's just a documentary.
Yeah, it's just a documentary.
Yeah.
It's not like because they made a movie a few years ago where a bunch of different people played Bowie. And like one of them was Tilda Swinton. That's all I remember.
I thought that was
Was that somebody else? I thought that was Bowie.
Old Tangled Up in Blue, Bob Dylan.
Was it Bob Dylan? I guess my brain would rather cast Tilda Swinton as David Bowie than Bob Dylan.
I think Tilda Swinton might rather you cast her as David Bowie than Bob Dylan.
I mean, she didn't look much like Bob Dylan, but she kind of looks like Ziggy Stardust.
That was the bit, right? That none of them actually really looked like Bob Dylan. God's Country. College professor is drawn into an escalating battle of wills after she finds two hunters trespassing on her property. You know, I'm probably not going to watch it.
Is this a movie about hunting rights?
Or maybe you think the hunters are going to like be the aggressors and then it's her, or vice versa, or... I don't have enough here. More information needed, but still probably
I mean, no, more information not needed. No, I'm all right. There are so many movies on this list I haven't watched already. That one is definitely not good enough to add to it.
Goodnight Mommy, which I believe is the name of that big vampire from Resident Evil.
Sure, yeah.
That's what I've heard anyway. Remake of the 2014 Austrian film starring Naomi Watts.
Bet you that's better than this.
And... twin brothers suspect their mother was switched with an imposter following her recent surgery, leaving her with bandages over her face.
So
it was criticized as being inferior and unnecessary.
Yeah, tracks.
I don't know. It might be okay.
It's from the perspective of the kids. Look, I mean, that's a good premise for a horror movie. That's a very relatable childhood fear in that situation. That makes sense.
It might be in the way that the Babadook tried to, an example of somebody becoming different after the trauma of heavy surgery and the inherent natural horror that comes along with that.
Yeah.
So maybe give the original a watch.
Or if you really hate subtitles, I guess.
Yeah. Running the Bases. I thought that said Running the Bees was way more interested. It's a Christian sports film.
Oh, I'm good.
Made of people whose real names sound weirder than the people in the movie's names. Brett Varvel is Luke Brooks.
I'm sorry, I thought Varvel? That's a small woodland creature.
Gigi Orcio is Jessica Brooks. I'm trying to give her similar.
Jessica Brooks. Jessica Brooks and Brett Varvel in Jesus, I guess.
Yeah. A small-town baseball coach gets the offer of a lifetime from a larger 6A high school. Whatever the fuck that means. He uproots his family and leaves the only
Presumably
home.
baseball people know.
I guess, but his
This
man
is
of faith...
Christian Remember the Titans.
Yeah. Remember the Titans, but not those ones. Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
Pass.
Gee, I wonder why we didn't watch it. Oh, actually... This has nothing to do with.
We took the premise and we're making it good now.
Yeah. It was bad though.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, for all that it is, it's got a unfortunate backstory. Jeepers Creepers is a surprisingly good and effective horror movie.
I didn't care for the first. I thought the second was fun. I didn't see the third.
On account of the implication.
Interesting. That's too bad.
Too bad it sucked.
Well. Yeah. Oh, well. Don't worry, darling. I'd like to see this.
Really? I've seen so much about this movie that I don't care.
I mean, I saw one trailer and then a bunch of people, because I'm not on, like, any social media anymore. It's like I am in the room, not in that, what is it, Panic at the Disco song? Somebody closed the goddamn door. I can't hear anything. But there are people in there being like, I'm like, okay. The trailer looked neat.
It's got a good visual.
Yeah.
I have absolute complete spoilers for it, so...
and that'll kill it for you.
Oh, yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Not that I can't see what's coming, but, you know, I want to see this. I'm not going to put it on the list. I'll watch it on my own time.
You've seen one trailer?
Yeah.
I don't think you have. I don't think you do see what's coming. It takes a twist. If you've seen one trailer, the trailer that I know you've seen, because we both saw it at the movies, you don't know where that's going.
Why? I hope she has a secret penis. Catherine Caldberty is a medieval comedy. Written by Lena Dunham.
That's a big
You
no,
had me
thanks.
and you lost me. You had me and you lost me. Yeah, it's this Jeepers Creepers guy and Lena Dunham. They can make some movies together. Section 8 is an action film. Ooh, Ryan Quanten, Dolph Lundgren, Dermot Mulroney, Mickey Rourke. I don't even know how to pronounce that last name. Furstenfeld. During Afghan War, Marine platoon was ambushed by the Taliban, leaving only Ryan Quanten and Captain Mason survived. Fucking come on, man.
This is...
First of all, Ryan Quanten's character doesn't have a goddamn name.
It's just Ryan Quanten.
It's just Ryan.
hey, maybe he is Jake
Atherton.
Man,
okay.
This is written by like a 12-year-old, I'm gonna guess. I mean, the premise sounds... I don't give a shit about it, but the actors sound good.
Feature relies on blind patriotism and villainous stereotypes. That's too bad. I like this cast a lot.
I mean, but look at that cast. Is that really so surprising, though?
Well, one of them's fucking Australian.
And the
other one's fucking, whatever, Swedish.
But, like...
What's Dermot Mulroney? Okay, he's American. Mickey Rourke, also American. Scott Adkins, British. Justin Furstenfersen is also American.
I more meant, like, the kind of movies you see Dolph Lundgren in.
Sure, but he's... maybe he is the bad guy. Maybe that's... No, that doesn't make sense.
Why would you cast Dolph Lundgren as the bad guy?
In the movie where Afghans are the bad guys?
Maybe it's a secret twist. Maybe he's like the power behind the throne.
Maybe. Who knows? Lou is a thriller. Lou is a loner who lives with her dog Jax and goes to the village to buy some supplies and talks to the sheriff about her arthritis.
What the fuck, man? That shouldn't be in the plot summary.
I've jumped ahead, expecting a large storm. Chris, Hannah's male friend, offers to bring supplies.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're not going to get this, listener. I am. But we're in the lead on the washing up. Why is that in the plot summary?
I mean, you should get Brenda Lita in the washing up because you watch every episode of our podcast. It sounds like it's sort of a thriller of some kind. I don't know. Maybe it's okay to watch.
doesthedogdie.com would have to be consulted before I watch that.
On the Come Up is a musical drama.
Oh, no. I'm good.
I'm probably good, too. Mike Epps, that's pretty good. Method Man.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good...
16-year-old Brie Jackson sets out to become a rap star. I'm fine, thank you. That sounds fine. I'm fine.
I'm sure that's a movie for someone.
A Jazzman's Blues is a Tyler Perry film. It looks like a Tyler Perry romance.
He does those.
It's an elderly lady named Hattie Mae in it.
Okay.
So,
Sure.
How do you, man, just dance right into the stereotypes, huh?
That is literally what he makes money with, yes.
Yeah, it is. All right.
That's how he makes his money.
I'm okay. I'm not going to watch a Tyler Perry movie. I'm all right. He was good in the Ninja Turtles. The Monsters, we watched this. We did a podcast
we actually
about
watched The Monsters, so that's... You can... Oh, man.
Smile. Psychological horror film.
I know something about this.
Yeah.
Did we see a trailer for this or something?
There is another YouTube person, Twitch person, who's way more famous than either of us, and I believe we both watched their look at upcoming trailers video.
That'll be it.
And maybe we saw a trailer for it. I don't know, but it looked neat. It's a horror film. Just you smiling.
I don't think it's good enough to hit the list, but I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I gotta be a little... Sometimes
episodes of this show are literally us just... is good idea, but like over and over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, that's the premise of the show, is why didn't we see these movies? Well, let me tell you something there, Gay Pimp. It's because we didn't.
They don't sound interesting or good to us.
Most of the time we haven't heard about them, but Bros... is a romantic comedy starring Billy Eichner and Luke McFarlane as two gay men in Manhattan who avoid commitment but are drawn to each other. I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm not much for romantic comedies. Hocus Pocus 2, I haven't seen the first one, and it ruined my birthday one year, so it's still got some time.
I love Hocus Pocus, but it's on Disney Plus. If I want to watch it, I'll watch it someday.
I've heard it was hollow.
Well, yes, of course it was. It's a Disney Plus sequel to a 20-year-old movie. Of course it was.
That is a 30-year-old movie, my guy.
Ow! I didn't ask for that. Why did you do that to me?
I learned it by watching you, okay? The Greatest Beer Run Ever is a biographical war comedy drama.
That's too many things.
Stars Zac Efron and Russell Crowe.
That's too many things.
Follows the true story of Donahue, who, as a young veteran, sneaks into the Vietnam War to deliver his friends who are serving duty some beer.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
That sounds fun and uplifting in exactly the way I don't care about. I know many dads who would love this movie.
I guess I'm a dad, because that sounds good.
The Good House. Man, Sigourney Weaver is not looking... Kevin Kline, though. Damn, that jawline.
That really shouldn't have been that funny, but it really hit me
I don't know why every movie poster does that.
They just do. It's just a thing. I don't know why either, but you're right. They all do that, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
Okay.
Well, hold on. This seems like it took a turn.
Okay, all right. I'm just going to read you the opening lines here. The Good House is a 2022 American comedy drama film directed by Maya Forbes and Wally Wolodarski, who wrote the screenplay with Thomas Bezucha. It is based on the novel of the same name by Anne Leary. I think that's the second Anne Leary novel transportation. What do they call that? Fucking...
Adaptation, transportation, accompanied with the most Jack Sparrow-like possible finger wiggles. I need you all to understand that.
Look, in my desire to eventually, by the age of 50, become Fat Jeff Goldblum, certain things have to happen along the way. Anyway, it is the final Amblin Partners film to be produced under the participant label for social justice content, parentheses, since participant terminated its equity stake in Amblin Partners, ending its relationship with the company on November 30th, 2020, end parentheses. And then there's a giant fucking empty space, as you can see here, before we get to the plot, where Hildy Good, once the most prosperous realtor in Wendover, has fallen on hard times, daddy. Hildy befriends a woman named Rebecca. They probably make out, I'm gonna guess.
This is a movie about a mediocre white lady having a midlife crisis. I'm out.
Luckiest Girl Alive is a mystery thriller starring Mila Kunis, Finn Wittrock, Scoot McNairy.
Scoot McNairy! No, I know that name.
Oh, nice.
Yes, okay,
it's one of the fake names I toss out all the time.
I don't know why I know it, but I know the name Scoot McNairy for some reason. Maybe because it's so silly, it's stuck in my brain. I'm almost always up for watching something Mila Kunis is in.
Yeah, this looks like a thriller of some kind, obviously, but like it. It's not. It's one of those where they give you the whole plot instead of just a summary.
I'm one of the people. I am one of the demons who actually really like her American Psycho movie. I think that was a really good movie, and other people don't.
I forgot that existed. It was basically just like she was a swim fan for him, right?
It was unrelated. Like, it may have been very tangentially related. Like, she may mention him at one point in the movie.
Right.
Just a whole new movie. Just another different slasher movie.
It was basically like a remake.
No.
But, like, intentionally, wasn't it?
Not even a little bit.
Okay.
It is. I guess they just... I'm going to guess they just used the name for recognition because it's just not a similar movie.
Interesting.
It's not similar. Other than that, there is a person who kills people.
God's Creatures is a psychological drama. A lot of people in it I've never heard of.
That lady angry. She stared at me.
Yeah.
She upset.
Is this the poster?
That's the poster.
How much did this poster person get paid for this? I could have made this in 20 minutes in Photoshop.
But I think you would have done better than that in 20 minutes.
No, because I would have taken time to do well. This is with a 20-minute time constraint where I just sort of slap it out.
I mean, good for them. I hope you got paid. I hope you got paid more than that was worth.
I'd like to get paid, is all I'm saying.
Make shitty posters.
It sounds boring. I don't want to watch it. Dead for $1. It's a spaghetti western. Oh, no, it's not. It's a different movie. I got distracted by the new format. Got Christoph Waltz, Willem Dafoe.
So it's just a western. Yeah, dude, it's a western with Christoph Waltz and Willem Dafoe in it. Yeah. Yeah, let's watch that. That sounds... I don't even give a shit what the plot says.
I don't care. They can make out for 90 minutes wearing cowboy
That would be better than what's in there, I'm sure.
Probably. My Best Friend's Exorcism is a 2022 American supernatural comedy horror film directed by Damon Thomas. Man, your first and last name are way too similar. Based on the novel of the same name. Elsie Fisher. Maya Miller. It's on Prime Video. It's a high school thing. It's in the 80s. It's
an 80s set, like, comedy spoof of, like, exorcism movies, I guess.
It might be okay. I
mean, yeah, it sounds fine.
Hot Take the Depp Heard trial. I'm sure I know what that's about. I'm not going to Google it.
I don't want to watch any more of that.
It's called Hot Take, and
I'm absolutely okay. I've heard enough of that to last me the rest of my fucking life.
You know, we usually do these in 2-month blocks, but
we've been chatty.
And there were a lot of movies. Like, if you compare September here to August, that's August. This whole shit's September. There were a lot of movies that came out in September. So I think that's September 2022.
Yeah.